That's it. I've seen enough. Claressa Shields is copying yet again. Copying Remy Ma. Copying Alycia Baumgardner. In this video, I will prove it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Well, we have a fight. Claressa Shields just weighed in. Now, she made weight. K. Scott made weight. We have a fight. However, there's a fight on the undercard with Tito Mercado canceled. His opponent missed weight by almost 10 pounds, but the main event is still intact. So I want to talk about the main event. I noticed this right away. People are talking about the weight. Claressa, she looked in good shape, you know, coming down from heavyweight to middleweight. But literally, the first thing I noticed is she came out with the glammed up outfit. And when she did it, I'm like, yo, wait, hold up. I've seen this before. I've seen this movie, right? And it just hit me. She copied Alycia Baumgardner. Now, I got to show y'all before the copycats come, because, you know, Ego, trendsetter, never been better. I put out the content, and, you know, a lot of people run with the talking points. Just know where you got it first. Smash the like button, hit that up, and let's get into it. Now, right here, I've made a collage of Alycia Baumgardner, right? So you see right here, Alycia Baumgardner with Jake Paul, and she has the kind of like the fur coat or faux fur, and that's to cover up, you know, before the actual weigh-in, but she got dolled up for the cameras, as you see right here, right? So you see the straps and how she came out, legs out, you know, covered up initially with the coat, blase blah, right? And I feel like Baumgardner particularly has been known for her weigh-in looks, right? She got a lot of attention from these weigh-in looks because she's bringing sexy back, yeah, right? Showing some skin, showing a little bit of legs, covering up, you know, just doing it big. Man, tell me why Claressa Shields came out with almost the exact same style that I've seen from Baumgardner. Like, it was so weird when I seen it. Look, this looked dead on, and I don't want to show too much for too long because it might look gratuitous, but you guys get it. And again, if you don't see what I'm talking about and the comparison, then that's on you. But the first thing I thought of was, man, that looked just like Baumgardner. You look at the straps around the neck, right? Legs out. And then she has the coat on, the fur coat going on. Like, we know for a fact Claressa Shields, when she first came out, she definitely didn't dress like this. She was dressing like Adam Sandler. Oh, penguin, go back to the zoo. They'll treat you real respectable, right? She was out here dressing like Adam Sandler, wearing FUBU and, you know, crazy stuff. But now, coincidentally, you have an outfit that look like exactly like something Baumgardner would wear. I mean, I guess I'm trying to show you all the evidence of it, but this looked dead on. It's like you took this from Baumgardner's closet and just got it in your size, you know? And it reminds me of Remy Ma. She put out a song. I made a video about it, and she's like, I swear I'm on these chicks' mood boards, right? I swear I'm really on their mood boards though, right? And Baumgardner clearly on Claressa mood board, because I think the look that she went after was far too like identical, in my opinion, for it to be a coincidence. Like, this is literally Baumgardner-esque. Even the hair, hold on. Let's look at the hair. Look. Claressa's hair. Y'all see that? She got that hair, and then did Baumgardner with her natural hair. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Come on, man. Come on. This look crazy. And then again, even her coming out with the big coat. Like, why didn't you just wear that out? You know what I mean? You didn't have a denim blazer or like a denim jacket to cover you up. You literally had the same identical look. And to me, what makes this weird and bizarre is people already believe you're out here copying. That's what, to me, is making it look a bit weirder, that people already have accused you of copying people, and yet and still this is what you choose to do, right? Like it just, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me, because if there's this like notion that I was out here copying somebody, I would make it my business to make sure I stand out and those comparisons like really aren't getting made, right? So that's Baumgardner. Now again, I already made the video about Remy Ma and the song. Check that on the channel. Do you know that Claressa Shields came out with the red hair, the dangling mic, the cypher style, and did a video with the same people? Look, you see where it says FTB, from the block, right? Y'all can see that. Claressa just dropped this video and did a from the block with the mic out, right? You see that right there, which is exactly what Remy did, right? When she's like, come pick up your clothes, and this Claressa, look, from the block. So this girl is like, what is going on? Like, you literally are copying. Like, you guys can see this picture. They're both with the dangly mic and the side. And some people could be like, oh, that's just how they film. But you are choosing to do that. Anybody could have shot your music video. You say you got millions of dollars, right? So what's the likelihood that, and then why'd you bring the 2 gold medals? It's like corny. Like, you don't even know how to be a rapper. You don't even know how to be a rapper. You're literally copying the motions. And the big difference is you can't really copy the sauce. You could copy the look, have red hair, Rem had red hair, dangling mic, you know, both be rapping. But at the end of the day, Claressa, if you watch this, she looked very stiff to me. Very, very stiff, right? Extremely stiff in nature. Whereas like when Remy was on there, she was like, I put the do-rag on and got wavy. Like, you could tell it's more natural. She's a real MC, Remy Ma is, right? So she knows how to move and make it look flawless and make it look attractive and make it look fun and get her point across. Claressa Shields, it looks like she's cosplaying a rapper. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like you're making these weird faces. Like, this looks like constipated, if you will, right? So you're making all these weird struggle faces. Papoose said he wrote 90% of Remy's record. How come he can't write a hit for you? That song you did was trash. It was super trash, right? She starts it off like the water in Flint was bad or something like that. And I'm like, whoa. Also, after the weigh-in, she started clout chasing. She started talking about Jake Paul. She said some other weird things where her opponent, K. Scott, she was like, I've been watching you all camp and you're my girlfriend. I haven't been able to have sex with Pap. And I'm like, she's just vulgar and distasteful.
You know, it's not many people who I can compare my accolades to, but when you got Floyd Mayweather coming to your weigh-in and coming to your fight, you always feel super special. He's an idol of mine. And I'm going to put on a great performance for y'all tomorrow because K. Scott is underestimating me. She think I took her life. She think I didn't look at her workouts. I didn't stalk her Instagram. I stalked her. She was my girlfriend for the camp. I wasn't even able to have no sex with my man. So she was my girlfriend.
See what I'm talking about? She was my girlfriend. Like, why even say that? She's like no filter, but not in a good way.
So me and you in love, and I'm gonna make some good love come fight night, baby. I want
corny.
I want to knock it out. All right?
You are the queen of the heavyweight division, undisputed at heavyweight. Been 3 years, though, since you've been at 160 pounds. How are you feeling at this weight?
I made weight easy. Easy. All these girls talk all that shit. I was at heavyweight. I was at heavyweight because these bums who was at 54 and 47 and 60, 68 did not want to fight me after I destroyed and ran through 5 different divisions. And
what is she talking about? These bums didn't want to fight me? You could have fought Franchon Cruz at 168. You didn't have to move to heavyweight. You chose to fight Franchon at heavyweight and move her up, but she's a champion at super middle at 168. So I don't even know what she's talking about. She's trying to make it sound like everybody avoided her. The talent pool in your weight divisions, there's only but so many females in general. That's why, to me, you can't really compare it with the men's division of boxing, because if a guy is a top guy like David Benavidez, he got to fight a lot of other top guys to establish himself as a top guy. Versus Claressa, very good fighter, but you don't really have much competition in your talent pool that can match your experience, your size, and things like that.
to start me out the sport, they wanted to get the GOAT out, ran through 5 different divisions. And they were trying to start me out, want to fight me after I destroyed and ran through 5 different divisions. And they were trying to start me out the sport. They wanted to get the GOAT out, MVP, wanted to start the sport.
They wanted to get me out to sport. And she's like, you can hear her face, like she's like angry. She's mad. You can see it on her face. She's like almost about to break her teeth by talking. They want to get me out to sport. MVP. Like, this is the same girl with the blue ribbon in her hair, the Sukiban ribbon in her hair, that played the Broner tape saying Baumgardner slept with these people and Baumgardner, right? This is the same person. And then in that video, she said, MVP Jake Paul, Nikisa, stop lying. Cease and desist. Stop mentioning the GOAT. Stop mentioning. And then you have Zeus, Salida, right? And Win Records promoting your event. The crowd looked weak. One of the fights on the undercard got canceled, as I just said at the beginning. And first thing you do is name drop and clout chase. You're like the rapper The Game, where he be like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar, let's see who's the best on the West. I said fresh like, red rose, white ceiling, right? And he does a lot of name dropping where like you bring up people's name almost for the clout. Why do you think you could tell Brorilla, stop mentioning me? Baumgardner, stop talking about me and my relationship. Miss Shanika, don't say nothing about me. YouTubers, don't say nothing about me. But you can freely name drop other people. You said MVP, build your own fighter. Stop mentioning the GOAT. Y'all need me. I'm the algorithm. But here you go, randomly bringing up MVP.
Wanted to get the GOAT out, MVP, wanted to start me out, and I had to go up to heavyweight to make fights. And when I went to heavyweight,
and she's lying anyway. How do you brag and say MVP wanted to sign me, which they confirmed, but then you say they were after you, always hating on the GOAT, and they wanted to get you out to sport and stall you out? That doesn't make sense. How can they want to eradicate you or, you know, this extinction level event when they tried to sign you? So she lives in a Delulu fake false narrative, and they're the ones always saying lies and this person's a liar, and her and Papoose keep saying false narratives. That is a false narrative. How do the same people that are trying to sign you, how are they trying to stall you out when they're trying to work with you and do business with you?
and they were trying to start me out the sport. They wanted to get the GOAT out, MVP, wanted to start me out, and I had to go up to heavyweight to make fights. And when I went to heavyweight, all the girls there, was 4 girls, all of them said, hell yeah, we'd fight Claressa Shields. And I made the most money at heavyweight. Now that I've cleared out the heavyweight division, I'm back at middleweight. That's my weight class.
The crowd sound weak if you can hear. Like, not that many people are there, but she claims she the algorithm.
Well, they giving away ring belts, Ring belts only go when 1 and 2 fight. And I'm automatically number 2 with or without a belt because I reigned their 2-time undisputed champion at middleweight. So therefore, I'm back at my division. I'm coming to get the belts. And after I finish K. Scott, any of those girls at MVP, Nikisa and Jake, lift the band. I couldn't beat y'all girls' ass.
Good luck, Claressa.
Horrible. Again, she's begging MVP to remove the ban that she only received because she couldn't keep her hands to herself, right? Very simple concept to grasp. This is a child in an adult body. You don't touch people in unsanctioned events, at a Netflix after party, at an MVP after an MVP show. You would have never been banned. You see how that works, right? So you have only you to blame. That's why, like, you're beefing with people everywhere. You say, I come to Memphis. Beefing with Atlanta personalities, radio personalities, Miss Shanika, Bro-Rilla, beefing with Remy in New York. Before you know, you might be on a no-fly list in some of these places. And you think because you can fight, like, that's the only people would probably fight you unfair. You know what I mean? So this girl's like really crashed out her career. This is what she's reduced to, copying and saying, I got my own style, but everything you're doing is a blatant copy of other people. You said, stop mentioning me, MVP, build your own fighters up, but then you're begging now, oh man, lift the ban and then we could do business together. I thought you just said that these people were trying to freeze you out. Why would you want to do business with the people you said were trying to freeze you out? Why not bust your own moves with Win Records, Salida and Zeus and all these other hands you have in your pocket, 2 trainers? Why not do that and then show MVP who's boss? Because again, you should have signed with MVP. You know they have almost all the relevant females for you to fight, and you potentially spoiled that, right? That's why you need them, but you won't say it. Now, I knew I wasn't tripping. It looks like Alycia Baumgardner obviously peeped that someone copied her style as I'm making this video just in. She said, been that, did that already. I swear to God, I'm on these bees mood board. So I knew I wasn't the only one. But the last thing with the copying, because I got a lot of people that copy me too, so I understand. But the thing is, there's always a level of like indecency when Claressa Shields do it, right? Like Baumgardner, for whatever reason, maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's her shape. I don't know what it is, but her demeanor, she does it. And there's a level of like demure and ladylike and sexy and class. And it's just like seductive looking when Baumgardner do it, right? But the way Claressa do it, I had to censor this area because she just do it. It just somehow, some way, it'd be like raunchy. You know what I mean? It'd be like raunchy feeling. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And then as far as copying Remy, you for sure copying her. FTB, right? FTB. You doing the same stuff. And like me, I would go out of my way just so I don't look like a copycat, right? I'll be like, man, film my video different, or like, can we film it at night? You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. If you had to work with the same exact people she worked with, I'd be like, man, let's do mine on water. You know what I mean? Let's do it on top of a building. Let's do it at night with the skyline, not have it in the daytime. And her stuff was more lit. Look at the crowd in the back. You in front of some like liquor store in Flint. So you try to imitate, but you ain't rocking it right. And we took your beat. And we took your beat because you wasn't rocking it right. Let me know how I did. Claressa may wait, so we do have a fight. But the copycatting, yikes.